Welcome back to Lonely Man BGs, in this video on how to play Cupcake Dragon by Outland Entertainment. In Cupcake Dragon, players will labor to earn the most loot, and attempt to lure a dragon to their village. This is accomplished by playing suit cards, which take the form of 4 types of animals. In the first and third rounds, turn order is resolved clockwise, while in the second round, turn order is resolved counterclockwise. As noted in the setup video, the prototype version of the board incorrectly labels the hoard space as bank. In the final version of the game, this will be properly designated as hoard. To begin, the youngest player will go first, and on their turn, a player will do 3 things. First, the player will choose a card from their hand and play it face up on the discard pile. The first card begins the discard pile, and players will have to follow or change the suit, depending on what cards they have in their hands. When a card is played, the player will activate any special actions on the card, as in this cow's loot gain. A player may also choose to play a wild cupcake card. The player will then declare the next suit by name, choosing one of the 4 animals. When a cupcake is played, the player also collects all tokens from the stockpile if any exist, and will add them to their own personal stash. Second, a player will draw back up to their hand limit, which is 5 cards. Note that after the first round, any player with a dragon card has a hand limit of 4 cards. Finally, to end their turn, a player will move 1 token from the hoard space to the stockpile space. Play continues like this until the hoard has been emptied. When the last token moves from the hoard to the stockpile, the next player in order immediately claims the stockpile and the round ends. As mentioned, players will play suit cards: chickens, sheep, cows, and pigs. The card that a player plays must follow the previous suit. If a card from the chicken suit was last played, then the next player will also play a chicken, barring any suit-changing cards. Speaking of cards that allow for a change of suit, these are swap cards. Swap cards change the suit from the current suit played to the opposite suit displayed on the card. If any of these 3 cards was played on the current chicken card, the suit would be changed to the other animal shown, this case being the pig suit. The next player would then be required to play a pig card. These swap cards can be played on either animal, swapping the suit to the opposite animal shown. If a player cannot play the suit shown, they must play a cupcake card. If a player has no cupcake card, they must pay 2 of their own loot to the bank, then play any suit card as normal. If they have no cupcake card and less than 2 loot, they simply play any suit card as normal. Note that in these 2 circumstances, playing a different suit does not change the suit for the next player. On their turn, since cupcakes are wild, a player may play them on any suit. As mentioned before, playing a cupcake transfers all stockpile loot to the player's inventory and allows them to change the suit to whichever animal they so choose. Note that when playing a cupcake, no additional cards are played. Additionally, players may play a cupcake in order to take the stockpile, even if they could play the current suit. Once the hoard is empty, the round ends. Each player will then count all of their collected loot in their personal stashes. Whichever player has the most loot at this time lures a dragon. If there happens to be a tie for most loot, both players will gain a dragon. Any player who successfully lures a dragon to their village will have to feed this dragon 1 cupcake at the beginning of the next round, placing it in the discard pile. If they do not possess a cupcake, they must instead discard 1 random card from their hand. This randomly discarded card does not become the first suit played in the next round. Note that the holder of a dragon will have a hand limit of 4 cards. Before beginning the next round, the hoard must be replenished with the next round's tokens. The second round has 30 purple tokens, and the third round is made up of 30 red tokens. The value of round tokens is displayed on each round token. Blue are worth 1, purple 2, and red round tokens are worth 3. When beginning rounds 2 and 3, the player with the least amount of loot will play first. Once the third round is concluded, the game end is triggered, and players will count every piece of loot in their personal stashes. The player with the most loot successfully lures the dragon to their village and wins the game. Thanks for watching this how to play video on Cupcake Dragon. To learn more about how you can purchase this game, see the description below.